Hi, Buggy. How's Buggy today? How's Buggy in another world, another country? How's Buggy today? Now, when you're taking your dog out for a walk, it's really important you when you take your dog for a walk, make sure your dog is on the lead. Make sure your dog is going walking beside you, and make sure your dog is you make sure your dog is on leash all the time, because if your dog is not on the leash all the time, when you go to the river or something, you make sure your dog is you look around and see if there's any more people around, and people got to realise when you're taking your dog for a walk, it's really important to meet other people who you know, who you can trust, to, if your dog is barking at people walking past, you get a bark collar on and you put it on your dog. It doesn't hurt the dog, doesn't burn the dog. Because it doesn't hurt the dog or nothing. It's really important to you get your dog some treats. People ask him why why dogs don't do when they're told. Some dogs do. Some dogs do what they're told, and some dogs can ignore you, and you gotta quit the dog. You gotta quit the dog. Like you gotta when your dog is not. If the dog's not listening to you, you gotta make sure your dog is listening to you. Make sure when make sure your dog come to you and whistle. Whistle at your dog. When the dog is far away, make sure you whistle so your dog comes. And when your dog is come, make sure your dog sit and then pray to your dog. Give your dog treats if you got treats in your pocket or people in your pocket. And make sure your dog. You gotta make sure. And then you gotta make sure your dog is make sure your dog do not jump up on people. Don't let your dog jump up on people. Make sure you let your dog sit when you go up to the person. Make sure your dog sit, and make sure your dog is stay. Make sure your dog stay, and then you can ask the person. If the person asks you, can I give the dog treats? It's up to you to say yes or no. Because when you're taking your dog for a walk, you gotta be really careful what person you trust to take your dog out for a walk. Really important to you gotta social with other dogs. You gotta make sure your dog is on the lead. Make sure you take the doggy bag. You want to make sure you um, you want to make sure your dog is It's really important to make sure your dog comes back when you call it. And another thing, make sure you take the dog. One other thing is really important to let your dog social with other dogs, friendly other dogs, because that's really important. Because if your dog is not friendly with other dogs, they you can't you can't let your dog social. So it's really important you get your dog social with other dogs. Um, and it's really important you do that because that's how dogs meet other dogs, be friendly with other dogs, um, friendly with other people, and that's really important. In love with you guys, put thumbs up, put a question down below, share it with your friends and your neighbours. In love with you guys. Take care.